What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Kiwana's Kitchen. I'm Kiwana. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what we're having for dinner. I made a homemade chunky garden vegetable spaghetti sauce. It is so thick. It is so delicious. You guys are going to think the same once you see how I make it. So let's get started. Okay, for this garden chunky pasta sauce, I'm now browning my ground beef. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce and my tomatoes on in here, and I'm going to let that simmer for about an hour and a half. Okay, now I'm just adding my sauces. And when I put my sauces in here and then I add my tomatoes, I'm going to rinse this can out because I try to get everything out. But when I add my tomatoes, I like to let it simmer. Or when I make my sauces like this that I'm going to put in freezer bags to go in the freezer, so I don't have to worry about when I make spaghetti again during the week. I can just go in the freezer and take me out a bag of pasta sauce, and it'll already have the meat, veggies, and everything already. Simmer about an hour or so, and then I start adding my vegetables and stuff to it. So I'm going to get this stirred up and bring it to a simmer. Then I'll bring you guys back. I'm going to add them to my sauce here. Again, if you're making a pasta sauce, you want to let it cook for at least an hour or two, maybe 2.5 hours or so, because not only is that just letting the sauce kind of marinate the spices with the vegetables and all of that stuff like that, just kind of marinate with one another. Well, this is how I do my sauce. I'll just put it like that. I don't know how everybody do their sauce. Everybody might have their own way of making their own pasta sauces, but this is how I do mine. So, yeah, I'm just going to let this simmer. I might have to get a bigger pot because this is like a double recipe that I'm making. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a different pot. Then I bring it back. Okay, now I just went on ahead and got my bigger pot and just added my sauce to that. So what I'm going to do now is add some Italian seasoning, some oregano, and about half a teaspoon of ground thyme. Give this a good stir. Gonna add pepper, salt, not too much, but maybe like a teaspoon of salt. I have one really large red bell pepper that I cut up. I didn't want it too small because, again, this is going to be a chunky pasta sauce. So I have one red bell pepper cut up, an orange, 2 green. I have zucchini. It's one medium-sized zucchini that I cubed up. Also, I have 2 poblano peppers that I cubed, red onion, and also a sweet container of mushrooms that's going to go in there. And I just pretty much washed them off and just cut them up, you know, just so they're not too small, but this is perfect for the sauce. So now we're going to move over to the stove and we're going to get these sauteed. Okay, I got the pan back, the one that I had the meat sauce in, and just pretty much going to put, this is about maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Got that in there. We're going to get the onions, the mushrooms. Oh God, I hope it fit in here. Ooh, I hope it fit, I hope it fit, I hope it fit. If not, I'll have to get a bigger pot out again. But we're going to cross our fingers here, guys, because the vegetables are going to cook down anyway. So, just going to get everything up into the pot here. Okay. So we're just going to let these saute. Then I'm going to give them a good stir. And then we're going to add this to my meat sauce. Okay, to my sauce, I added about a teaspoon of garlic paste. I don't know what a pasta sauce would be without garlic in it. I'm just saying, I love garlicky anything, onion, anything. I just love it. So we're going to give that a good stir and just let it finish simmering. Okay, my vegetables rendered down quite a bit, releasing a lot of water, which I ended up draining out. Okay, my veggies are right where I want them. So now we're going to get them added to my pasta sauce. And I'm going to let it simmer again for about another 45 minutes to an hour. I'm adding the veggies to the pasta sauce. Okay, I'm just giving it a good stir. I'm gonna put a lid on here, but I'm not gonna have the lid fully on here because I want some of this fluid to kind of cook off. If you put the lid all the way on, it will still have a lot of fluid. So if you want to reduce some of that fluid, just kind of crack your lid a little bit when you put it on. Just kind of leave it a little bit like that, so that way it can just vent. Let me do it again. So that way it'll just vent and some of that liquid will cook off and you won't have such a liquidy pasta sauce. The way it is now, it's fine, but I want it to be a bit thicker. Okay, my sauce is done. I ended up letting it simmer for a total of 2 hours. I had to finish my daughter's hair, so I just let the sauce just cook a little bit longer than expected, which is totally fine. As you can see, it thickened up beautifully. So now I will put you guys a plate together. And now we're just going to put some sauce over the fettuccine. Okay, here I have some crumbled up Parmesan cheese. And just going to put some of that over the top. Now we're going to give it a taste. Just blowing it, guys. This is really good. Vegetables, those tomatoes. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys try this recipe. If you do, please post comments below letting me know how it turned out. I mean, who don't love a fresh homemade pasta sauce over spaghetti, fettuccine, or whatever pasta you decide to use? It's all amazing. You guys have to try it. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please press that thumbs up button. And of course, please share and subscribe. Until next time, you guys have a blessed evening and you take care.